Hello, good morning. This is just a casual reminder that Jesus, Yeshua, whatever you call him, existed apart from Christianity. Jesus is recognized as a prophet by very many religions. I might be wrong. I do not study Judaism, but I believe even Jewish people believe that he was a prophet, just not the Son of God. Islam recognizes Jesus as a prophet. Christianity does not own the monopoly on Jesus. Jesus wasn't even a Christian. I believe I'm Jesus, and I'm not a Christian. I'm just gonna come back and follow myself into eternity? Follow all the people who co-opted the crap? No. Christianity does not own the monopoly on Jesus. And it's not just about that. If you're actually even a Christian, then you would not hoard Jesus. You would not get offended on behalf of Christianity for Jesus, because Jesus does not defend Christianity. Jesus answered to God and God alone, not Christianity. Jesus is not bound by Christianity. And if you're using the Christian faith to use Jesus as a prop and a weapon and a manipulative tactic, you're not nice. You're not doing that right there. Christians have a way of just being like getting offended for Jesus, like on behalf of Jesus, and then being like, that's my Jesus because I'm a Christian. But Jesus exists in just about every religion. You don't own Jesus. It's been 2,000 years and you guys still don't get that? Do you know how many lives have been lost over this? And you think that Jesus likes when you do that? When you start more wars that are actually just about your own personal biases and vendettas, and you use Jesus to do it, and there's already been massacres over it for 2,000 years, and you think that Jesus approves of that? Why? Well, why? Like, the way I see it, Jesus doesn't seek to control you, doesn't seek to change you, and doesn't even really judge you. But that's wrong. And it is war. Jesus isn't here to be your prop. Jesus is here for one thing and one thing alone, and that's God. One thing. And one thing alone. And that's God. That's not hard to really grasp. Stop spilling blood and thinking it's Christian. Thanks. Also, don't pigeonhole me or any of the other Jesus, because I'm not alone. A soul is a soul is a soul. A name is a name is a name. Jesus didn't think he's better than anyone. Why do you think he fed you his body and his blood? Was it because he's special? No, it's because he is human, just like you, and not anything special. Absolutely everything Jesus did, you can do too. That was the entire message, and instead people just think it's like, oh, Jesus was so special. No, that's not the point. Healing in public is not to be like, look, I'm special. It's to say that you can do that too. Did it ever occur to you, instead of putting Jesus on a pedestal, to just think, wow, I could be non-judgmental too. Wow, I don't have to fear men either. I'm the child of God. Jesus did not claim to be the only child of God. Hello, I believe God is time. We're all the children of it. God means something that controls everything. The big picture. Omniscience. Omnipotence. The one thing that knows everything and knows all from the beginning to end. And that is time. The way I see it, there's an equation that can prove God. We made up God, okay? Just like people will say that time is a man-made construct. So is God. And it's for a good reason, even apart from religion. It's important to realize that we are small in this universe, and we control basically nothing. Even apart from all of the lessons that religion has tried to teach, and instead just got co-opted for millennia. Apart from that, the message of God, which is not the same thing as religion, really just is recognizing how small you are on a big, big picture that is so big, it is incomprehensible. There's an equation for God. It is something that controls everything from the beginning to the end. It's all a big riddle. And time is the answer to that equation. Time is the big picture. And actually, I've been saying this since I was 15 and I'm 30. I grew up in AA and you get to choose your own higher power. And I have autism and read The Time Traveler's Wife like 100 times as a kid. So time theory is something that I really enjoy. And then after going to AA myself at 15, I actually entering the program instead of just sitting in the meetings. For my second step, I chose time as my higher power. And ever since, that's really what started it all. For 15 years, I've been decoding God to everyone I meet. It just comes up in conversation. But time is my higher power. And it's actually provable. You can actually prove what God is. It is something that controls everything. In every religion, that's what God is. I don't know, I might be wrong. I don't study every religion. I really try to avoid studying any religion. I made my own religion, and I like it here. In my religion, we accept the things we cannot change, which is the past. I have courage to change the things I can, which is my present time. And then I try to have the wisdom to know the difference between what I can change and what I can't, which is honoring the future. There's a big difference between being righteous and self-righteous. As a child, I went to Catholic school and it gave me serious problems. And then anytime I looked at the cross, I felt like I remembered it. And I repressed that for a really long time. And then at 25 years old, after 10 years of spending my atheist life decoding God for people and then having them leave going, wow, I understand everything now. I realized that I'm the child of somebody who a lot of people called God. And then I was raised by a lady named Mary in a town called Bethany. And then I finally allowed myself to be Jesus. We're allowed to. I think it might be more the point of Christianity is that you can do it too. It's a lot better than, look, I'm special.